Officials in Hawaii as Maui deals with devastating wildfires. The mayor of Maui County announced that 6 people have been killed in the wildfires, and search and rescue efforts are still underway. They had trouble getting helicopters up yesterday, but they are up today. Officials also say hospitals are overwhelmed with burn patients and those suffering from smoke inhalation. These violent and explosive wildfires are not under control on Maui, which is the second largest of Hawaii's 137 islands. These fires are being fueled by strong winds from a hurricane 800 miles away. Let's bring in CNN's chief climate correspondent Bill Weir now, as well as meteorologist Chad Myers. Bill, how unprecedented is this kind of situation in Hawaii?
You know, Jake, you could hear it in the voice of the Lieutenant Governor, who was talking about the fact we are prepared as Hawaiians, out there vulnerable in the middle of the Pacific when it comes to hurricanes. They know what to do. When it comes to volcanic eruptions on the Big Island, they know what to do. But this fire moves so quickly, and the pictures we're seeing now from the air really harken for me back to Paradise, California, which was almost completely incinerated by such fast-moving walls of fire that people had nowhere to go. On these coastal communities, there's usually a ring road. There's not a whole lot of place to get out, and they have been just suffering weeks of very dry, windy conditions, low humidity there. The leeward side of the island is much drier than anybody had anticipated, and so people just weren't ready for this. And it's heartbreaking. Lahaina Town is one of the most charming beach towns anywhere in the world. There's a massive big banyan tree in the center of town. It looks like almost all of it was burned away there. The first season of The White Lotus was filmed in Wailea at the Four Seasons. There's a fire near there, and there's another third fire sort of closer to the middle of Maui. And you can tell they're just really just coming to grips with it now. So much wind and smoke that they don't even have a full assessment yet.
Chad, we're told that the fires are made much worse by these hurricane winds from 800 miles away. How soon might these strong winds die down?
I think they die down tonight, probably down to around 40. That's still a very gusty storm, especially when you have so many fires out there. It wasn't only the hurricane itself that was well south of there, but also this high pressure that was north of there, and this funneling effect right through the Hawaiian Islands. And I don't know if you were watching any of those pictures at home when they were having that flyover. It was still very smoky, but you could see all of the homes that were just no longer there. In the overnight pictures that I watched earlier today, you could see just hot spots in the dark, and we were all hoping that those were just trees. But in fact, in those nighttime pictures, those hot spots from the flyover, then on the drone video, those were homes. Those homes are now completely gone. The videos that we were just looking at were almost unfathomable, and you know, the one little lieutenant there, I think he was, said that this reminded him of Iniki. And I was on Kauai in Poipu, where Iniki hit about 3 weeks after, and that was absolute devastation. So if he's looking at this like Poipu was in 1992, that's how devastating this is at this point in time. It is still windy right now. It is still very dry. There still will be more threats of fires again tonight. The fire lines are so large right now, it's going to be very difficult to get every single one of those fires out quickly. And we are, of course, as Bill would tell you, in drought there in Kauai.
Yeah. CNN's Chad Myers and Bill Weir, thanks to both of you. Maui County's Chief of Communications and Public Affairs, Mahina Martin, joins us now. Ms. Martin, thanks for joining us. So we just heard 6 people have unfortunately been confirmed dead. A horrible number. Do you expect that number to get even bigger?
I think these are early numbers. The daylight broke this morning, and as you heard Mayor Dixon say, this is a really sad day with 6 fatalities. We are going to keep our thoughts on the families, and it's important now that our efforts are geared up for understanding what else may be happening in those areas that were affected in the nightfall as well as yesterday.
Crews are still in search and rescue mode, we were just told. How is that effort going as the wildfires continue to rage?
Well, these are still active fires. Search and rescue efforts will come in areas that are deemed safe and accessible for those crews. So these are completely active fires. I think it's important to keep that in mind, and it's going to be a case by case, area by area, neighborhood by neighborhood situation.
911 service and cell service has been out in West Maui. What is the current status of emergency communications on the western part of the island?
On the western part of Maui, yes, 911 services remain very limited. You can use it on this side of the island, but in Lahaina and any areas in that West Maui district, landlines can call a direct number to the Lahaina fire station that we've been providing. Cell towers, unfortunately, have been up, and that's been very problematic for us in community.
And this fire seemed to move extremely quickly. Some evacuation orders came in the middle of the night. Did these fires come as a complete shock to Maui officials, the size and how catastrophic they seem?
Yes, the winds alone in one area on the mountainside of Kula, we have reports of wind gusts up to 80 miles an hour. Those rapidly spread the fire. In the West Maui area, with a very mix of commercial shops, as you saw from the footage circulating, as well as the residential areas, it spread quickly. It's very, very unfortunate. We have 3 separate fires going on in 3 separate areas of the island. We deployed pretty much been all hands on deck throughout the island for our emergency responders.
All right, Mahina Martin, thank you so much. And obviously our thoughts and prayers are going to the people of Maui. We're going to have much more from Hawaii ahead. We're also following some major developments in the consequences facing those who tried to overturn the 2020 election. Sources tell CNN that more than a dozen people could soon be indicted in the Fulton County, Georgia investigation, plus in a federal case. Newly unsealed court documents showed that the special counsel secured a search warrant for Donald Trump's Twitter account. We have a busy afternoon here on The Lead. Stay with us.
Wow. Wow. Oh, man, it's so sad. All them fires. That is so, so sad. I'm getting satellite disruption.
Bill Bolt could just
Can't get MSNBC right now. I don't know why. Alright. Let's go to this right here. Go up. And then hit select. Hit on low resolution.
The bottom line was
Alright, let's do it again. Hit select. Low resolution. It's doing something else. I don't know what the heck's going on. But anyways, that's going to be it for the fires out in Hawaii. It's really, really bad because from the way it sounds like there was several, not hundreds, but thousands of homes and businesses that was burnt. That's just from what I can take. And I may be way overemphasizing. It may just be a few hundred, but it don't matter if it's just one home and a person lose everything. That's devastating enough just for one person, much less hundreds, if not thousands. Sorry about the disruptions.